Josephine Baker, born in 1906 in St. Louis, rose from a challenging childhood to become one of the most iconic performers of the 20th century. She made her name in Paris during the 1920s, captivating audiences with her bold dance moves and charismatic presence. Known for her groundbreaking performances, Baker was a trailblazer, breaking racial barriers and leading a life full of activism, including working as a spy for the French resistance during World War II. Despite her public life, Baker kept her personal affairs private, including her relationships with women, most notably with artist Frida Kahlo. Her sexuality was a secret she kept guarded, knowing the risks it posed to her career and reputation. When she passed in 1975, her legacy as an icon of courage, art, and equality lived on, inspiring generations worldwide. Richard Pryor, born in 1940 in Peoria, Illinois, is remembered as one of the most groundbreaking comedians in history. Raised in a brothel, he channeled his painful past into his stand-up comedy, confronting complex issues such as race, addiction, and mental health. Pryor's candidness about his personal struggles resonated deeply with audiences, but his sexuality remained largely private. Although he had been married 5 times, hints in his comedy and the eventual revelations by his friends, including Marlon Brando and his widow Jennifer Lee Pryor, indicated that he had relationships with men. His sexuality, kept private due to societal pressures, remained a hidden aspect of his complex legacy. When he died in 2005, after a long battle with multiple sclerosis, his private life continued to intrigue many, offering a glimpse into the deeper, untold story behind his comedic brilliance. Sylvester, born Sylvester James Jr. in 1947, became a disco legend in the 1970s, celebrated for his electrifying falsetto and charismatic presence. Growing up in a conservative religious environment, Sylvester's sexuality was something he kept private for much of his life, despite being a prominent figure in San Francisco's vibrant Leb-2 community. He found his voice and freedom in the city, where he embraced his identity and became a symbol of liberation. Although he was open about his sexuality, his personal relationships were more guarded. Sylvester's music became an anthem of authenticity, especially with hits like You Make Me Feel, Mighty Real. Tragically, he passed away in 1988 from complications of HIV, leaving behind a legacy of courage, resilience, and advocacy for Leb-2 rights. Luther Vandross, born in 1951, was a legend in the world of R&B, known for his soulful voice and timeless hits like Never Too Much and Dance with My Father. Despite his fame, Vandross kept his personal life private, particularly his sexuality, fearing that public knowledge would alienate his devoted fan base. Close friends, like Patti LaBelle, later revealed that Vandross lived a double life, carefully shielding his mother from controversy. Vandross passed away in 2005, leaving behind a rich legacy of music filled with emotion and vulnerability. His life was marked by struggles with self-acceptance in a world that often demanded conformity, and his death left a void in the music world. Billie Holiday, known as Lady Day, was a jazz icon whose hauntingly emotional voice captured the hearts of millions. Born in 1915, she rose from a difficult childhood marked by poverty and hardship, using her struggles to fuel her artistry. Her music became a vessel for both personal and collective pain, with songs like Strange Fruit challenging racial injustice. Holiday's personal life was just as tumultuous, marked by relationships with both men and women. Though she never publicly addressed her sexuality, her romantic entanglements hinted at her complex and fluid sexual identity. Despite enduring battles with addiction, Holiday's music continues to inspire, and she left behind an unparalleled legacy in the world of jazz when she passed in 1959. James Baldwin, born in 1924 in Harlem, was a groundbreaking writer and activist whose work explored the complexities of race, identity, and sexuality. Baldwin's literary works, including Giovanni's Room, broke new ground by openly addressing same-sex love, making him one of the first authors to depict Leb-2 relationships with depth and sensitivity. Although Baldwin kept his personal life discreet, his works became a testament to his own struggles with societal expectations. He spent much of his life in Paris seeking the freedom to express himself away from the constraints of American society. Baldwin's legacy as a writer who fearlessly tackled themes of race and sexuality continues to inspire generations, and his impact remains a powerful part of both Leb-2 and literary history. Paul Winfield, an acclaimed actor known for his role in Sounder, 1972, and the miniseries King, 1978, was another Black figure in Hollywood who kept his sexuality private. Winfield's relationship with architect Charles Gillen Jr., which lasted for many years, was not made public until after his death in 2004. Although he had briefly dated actress Cicely Tyson to deflect speculation, those closest to him were aware of his gay identity. Winfield's decision to keep his personal life private reflected the challenges Black gay men faced in Hollywood during the 1970s and 1980s. His legacy is defined not only by his talent, but also by his quiet resilience in navigating the barriers placed before him. Sherman Hemsley, known for his iconic role as George Jefferson on The Jeffersons, became a beloved television star in the 1970s and 1980s. Behind his larger-than-life persona, Hemsley was an intensely private individual, choosing to keep his personal life hidden from the public. Speculation about his sexual orientation persisted throughout his life, but Hemsley never addressed it publicly. After his passing in 2012, it was revealed by actor Garrett Morris that Hemsley was gay, but had deliberately kept that part of his life private. Hemsley's story reflects the unique challenges faced by Black gay men in Hollywood, and his legacy as an actor continues to inspire. Bessie Smith, known as the Empress of the Blues, was a powerful figure in early 20th century American music. Born in 1894, Smith rose to prominence in the 1920s and 1930s, dominating the blues scene with her commanding voice and emotional depth. Bessie's personal life, like her music, was complex, and she was openly bisexual during a time when such expressions were rarely accepted. Despite societal prejudices, she embraced her relationships with both men and women. Smith's authenticity in her personal life made her a trailblazer for LGBT representation in the arts, and her tragic death in 1937 did not erase the indelible mark she left on the music world. Barbara Jordan, a trailblazing politician and civil rights leader, became the first Black woman elected to the Texas State Senate in 1972 and later to the U.S. House of Representatives. Known for her powerful speeches and her work during the Watergate hearings, Jordan's legacy as a political force remains unparalleled. Privately, she shared a 30-year partnership with Nancy Earle, a relationship that was kept out of the public eye due to the social and political climate of the time. Jordan's passing in 1996 marked the end of an era, but her contributions to politics and civil rights continue to resonate. These stories, though varied in their